Hey Coven! I'm coming at you guys with very minimal aesthetic or lighting or anything right now because I am all packed up and getting ready to go to a Wisdom of Odin Yule event, and I'm very excited to see all of my friends there. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick upload before I kind of maybe take a little break for a couple weeks. We'll kind of see how things go. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys different rituals that you can practice for Yule and different spells and ideas in case you're wondering, damn, I want to celebrate but I have no idea what to do. Here's a few things for you guys to practice at home, with friends, out in the woods somewhere, and I'm going to try to be inclusive so that there are accessible things regardless if you're a spoonie or things of that nature. There's a spell in here for you, so stay tuned and hit the thumbs if that's something that you're interested in. You know, hitting my thumb. Are you interested in hitting my thumb? I don't know, man. Anyway, let's get into it. So one of the simplest and most basic spells that you could do that are really accessible for anyone, regardless of where they're at in their practice or where they're at with their energy when it comes to the solstice, is lighting a candle. And you can just light the candle as it is. You can address it with an oil if you happen to have some. Peppermint oil is great for manifesting if you just have essential oils and no fancy like witchy oils. And you can also burn a bay leaf with that candle. I find them to be very powerful. You can write your wish on them, or you can just hold it to your heart and really, you know, put your intentions on that leaf and then set it up. And I like giving them to Freya myself, but these sort of spells and rituals are things that you can do regardless of where your practice is at. The solstice can be celebrated by Christian. Okay, my battery just totally died. But another thing that you could do to celebrate the solstice is to have a fire. Just a bonfire, or even, like I said, candles work. You could burn an incense and count that as your fire. It is something that was traditionally celebrated as a fire festival, if I'm correct, because the whole thing was to give offerings to the sun so that it would keep coming back because it is the darkest night. And so you're going to want to give something to the sun to make her want to come back to us so that she will start heating our lands and fueling our crops again, you know? And that was the whole point initially when solstice was celebrated in the past. Now, another thing that you could do that we are going to be doing at Yule again, which was so much fun last time. I was one of the few that was able to stay up. I'm doing it again, and I'm making Cole stay up with me. So, he's not going to sleep this time because they're not doing it for the ride down. This time, we're like, okay, hold on. Let me gather my thoughts a minute because I'm a little bit ADHD right now. Last year, when we did this, the night that we got there, Friday night, we stayed up all night to greet Suna in the morning, and that's when we did that. And a lot of people, you know, like us, we drove 16 hours to get to Kentucky. Thankfully, you know, being from Michigan, we're only going to Ohio now, so it's only 6 hours this time. So that's going to be a bit of a relief. But because I was still managing my fear of driving at that moment, and so Cole drove the whole way because it was really snowy up in our area. It's looking like we're just gonna have rain this year, so fuck you, global warming, but whatever. Anyway, one thing that we did is we stayed up all night, and the thing that I really like about Jacob is that he's very into the whole Denmark, like, oh god, I can't pronounce it, okay? I'm just gonna put the word here. I'm not gonna try, my American ass is gonna ruin it, but he's really into practicing that as part of his practice, and he likes including us with all of that, and I think that that's really special, and I'm really looking forward to the board games and sharing rune readings with each other and probably braiding each other's hair because there's actually quite a few chicks coming this time. Sometimes with the events they can be a little bit male dominated and it can be a little overwhelming for chicks. Not that like the guys aren't great because they're pagan dudes and so they're very like accepting and see women as equals. At least Norse pagans tend to for the most part. But at least at these events these all seem like great people and I'm really looking forward to it. And that's something you could do by yourself. You could just have a night up to reflect and write in your journal and watch your favorite movies and snuggle with your favorite blankets and talk to your ancestors with your cards if you want to. That's just a really fun thing to do if you have the energy for that. I think that's a lot of fun. We are bringing a crap ton of tea to keep us up through the night, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Something else I really recommend doing is going out and just screaming your manifestations to the sky and just letting the universe know what it is that you want. And maybe you don't have to scream. Maybe you can just go out and meditate if that's more your thing. I'm a screamer. I'm ADHD as fuck. I like getting loud. I like getting hype. I like, you know, like my energy, you're gonna feel it. But not everybody is about that, and that's fine. That's totally valid. You can just go out and sit under the stars if you want to and just be like, please. Like, this is something that I have literally done even before I was like out of the broom closet, is I would manifest going to different concerts for a while with the new year, right? Because solstice was the traditional new year before the Gregorian candle I'm obsessed with candles right now. Before the Gregorian calendar was made. So this was seen as the witch's new year for a lot of folks. A lot of people celebrate it on Samhain and stuff too. It varies, but I like to celebrate it with the solstice. And so that's one thing that I do like to do with it, is to celebrate with doing my New Year's resolutions and just really setting my intentions for what I want to do in the next year. Ooh, tea. Yes. Thank you. I am loved today. Alright, something that I actually did before that really made me see the power of manifestation is one year around this time I manifested seeing 3 very important, like, A-list musicians in the same year, and I got to see them all. I went to see Demi Lovato, Justin Timberlake, and Ed Sheeran all in the same year. And the fact that I was able to make all of that happen just really had me looking at myself in the mirror and being like, you a powerful witch. And I really, ever since then, I manifest the shit out of whatever the fuck I really, really want on Yule. Like, I almost sometimes feel like Yule wishes are more powerful than birthday wishes. Almost. Like, they're fucking parallel, right? Like, they're so close. So this is a really important time to really think about what it is that your heart needs, that will bring you so much joy, so much fulfillment. Don't be like, I want to win $1 million, because, like, don't we all? Okay? Be practical. Think about what it is that you could actually get. Think about something that you could actually attain, because I find that a lot of people try too hard to push the envelope, so to speak. They really limit themselves with their manifestations because they don't think about what could actually come through for them. So that's something that I want you guys to remember going into doing these spells. But those are just my top, like, handful of spells that you could do around now. You know, journaling is also a great option. Of course, you know, you could build a wreath, you could do orange slices and make pretty little protection charms with them, or manifestation charms with them if you want to. They do both. You could sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, put some clove on there, and really spice it up, and literally spice it up, and make it one hell of a spell. It's all up to you. This is your time to really do what your heart feels called to do. And if your heart is in it, know that it is coming through and the universe heard you. And also understand that sometimes in order for manifestations to come through, we have to go through the roadblock release process. And that can be hard, right? That can be challenging. So don't think, oh my gosh, it's all falling apart. What did I do? Because sometimes it's really falling together and it just hurts first. Sorry, I had to say it. I had to say it. It is. It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm kind of going through that a little bit right now myself. So I figured, like, I would just share the wealth. I wasn't able to film on my normal day because everything's been kind of chaotic here. Our heat went out and our furnace on top of everything else that's going on. So that was like our focus, is making sure that we could actually heat our home before we leave. And it's good now. Cole's a great handyman and we got it all taken care of. So that's awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick little video to talk to you guys about spells that you could do over Yule. I wish you all the best of luck in this coming year. I may or may not see you in a couple weeks, but I will definitely be back, hopefully regularly, in January. Wish me luck. Until then, love and peace. Stay weird, think like the man owning himself, and be good to each other. Not just through the holidays, but every day. This world is a fucked up place and we all need more people to just be nice. Just be a kind person. It's free. It's free to be kind. Okay? I love you. Take care. Bye!